Well, for me, because my grandfather was a survivor, it's really just been like acknowledging the fact that like there's so much more that happened like around him. Because like with him, he was put into a concentration camp. Like he was never sent away to like the death camps, anything like that. But even the concentration camps were so scarring to him that he couldn't talk about it. And so coming to the museum and looking around and like hearing like the footage and like seeing the shoes and the artifacts and like the hall of pictures, it was all just so fantastic. Like, not fantastic in the good sense, but fantastic in like unbelievable. Because it's so like hard to comprehend. It's like the Stalin quote, "One death is a tragedy, 1,000 deaths is a statistic," which it's so incredibly true. And coming here and seeing all the artifacts and listening to the stories, it really puts it into perspective, and it really helped me understand like the true like atrocity of what really went on. I think the big thing is just getting people to care and like getting them to realize that it really affects them, because like I know a lot of my friends are like ethnic minorities, and so they all like experience like a lot of prejudice and stuff, and so like getting people to notice the fact that there is the prejudice around them and getting them to do something about it. Because with a lot of my friends, it's like, oh, okay, well, someone's going to make fun of me, whatever, I can deal with it, I'm not really going to do anything about it, which is kind of the same way I am. And like when it's to me, but like when it's to my friends, it's like, wow, like that's really not right, you really shouldn't be doing that, and getting more people to like accept that and like try and do something about the prejudice so it doesn't become a big scale thing. Like to a lot of my friends, there's been like a lot of, not really hatred, but people not being really very nice to them at all. And so because of like the nature of a lot of my friends, they've all tried to just like brush it off and like it's not going to bother me, but like it's really obvious that it really does bother them. And so it's times like that when I've tried to like get up and like take a stance against it and like tell people like, you know what, no, you can't, you really can't do that. I think it's definitely made me a lot more open-minded and like made me realize how the smallest little bit of prejudice, hatred, anything can spin off into this whole awful like situation where hundreds of thousands of people get killed and for no apparent reason, just because they're Jewish or just because they're not white or just because they're short or tall or anything else like that. And like I think the whole thing has just made me really, I guess, realize how great of a scale like the whole thing happens on.